Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
All right, I'll try it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It is Thankful Thursday. I'm hurting. I posted, so some of you know why I'm hurting. But it's Thankful Thursday, and it's just me today, so we're going to have a good time, a lot of commentary. I'm going to go into the comments and say good morning to folks before I tell those of you that don't know why I'm hurting. Dow Drumright in Tennessee. Good morning, sir. Good to see you in the room. Kelly, good to see you in the room this morning. Good to see you. Miss T, Miss Teresa. I know I owe you a call, Jesus. I'm terrible at phone, y'all. Terrible. Heidi, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Lasagna, my sister, good morning. Good to see you. Charlotte, good morning. I got your text last night. My pleasure. Auntie Java, good morning. I see you fluctuating between the website and Facebook. Good to see you over here and there. Sister Debbie, good morning. Sister Debbie, I didn't see you last night at the concert. Sister Teresa, good morning again, New England. New Edition would be a great Super Bowl show. They know how to put on a show, and their catalog is crazy as a group and individually. And I got some commentary on that because I forgot about a lot of the songs, and then I heard the intros and I'm like, yo. But anyway, Tay, good morning. I saw you watching last night. Good to see you in the room. Thank you so much for your support. Stephanie, what's up, hun? Good to see you in the room. Good to see you. Kenya, good morning. Were you in the building last night? Good to see you in the room. And I think I got everyone. Charlotte, yes, thank you. So yeah, smartphones. And so last night, for those of you that don't know, there is a tour called For the Culture Tour, and it includes Jodeci, Charlie Wilson, and New Edition. I heard about it, didn't pay it too much attention. I'm not a big concert goer unless it's like Jasmine Sullivan, Faith Evans, Ladisi, her. Like, I like vocals. No indictment on any of the folks from last night, but it was a good concert, I gotta admit. So I had no intention on attending, and Newt called me the other day, Monday, and he was like, yo, got a hookup, you want to go? I was like, yeah. And so I went. I haven't been able to celebrate my birthday. We're coming up on 2 years. 3 weeks from today, y'all, we are coming up on 3 years of Java with Jimmy. 3 weeks from today. I can't believe it's been 2 years. And so I wanted to go kind of dance, celebrate, consume a few libations, and just have a good time. And I did. I really did. So Newt, thank you for that, brother. Thank you for making that happen. There were so many people that I knew in the building, but I only got to see like maybe 7 or 8. I saw Jermaine Safari, a couple other two I saw, I'll say for the end. Jermaine Safari, I was there with Newt. I saw my old coworker Alicia from Youth Build USA, a few other folks. But I'm going to get something to snack on and something to drink. And who comes out the room but Elizabeth Miranda and Rachel Rollins? And I just turned around and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And when I tell you they were dolled up, faces beat, and Rachel was doing an early celebration of her birthday. And so if you follow me on Twitter, I posted the picture and all Rachel did was respond and say, New Edition. And so we definitely want to say happy birthday to our U.S. attorney, Rachel Rollins. I don't know Which one is the let's see if I can get it done right here. Which one is the clap? I think this is the clap. I got it right today. So we definitely want to say happy birthday to our U.S. attorney. Had the pleasure of seeing her and State Representative Miranda last night. Val Beats was in the building. Shout out to the brother Jamal that gave me a ride home. I don't have his last name. Lisa, I need you to go to bed. I need you to go back to bed because I rolled over this morning and you weren't here. So, Lisa, to Lisa's point, Lisa, it's not funny. It's not funny. However, and people, so a couple of people call me Mr. COVID. I don't know how I got that title, Mr. COVID and Mr. Vax. And so I thought about that last night. And thank God I was in a suite. The suite seats 22. We only had 13 people. And again, when Newt asked me about going, I asked him who was attending and are they vaxxed? And so, yeah, we'll talk about the concert and get into COVID later. But it's definitely, props, I'm going to behave. It's definitely something that we do have to think about. Now, a little bit on COVID. Is Boston at a 3% COVID rate? Yes, that's Boston. The Garden was packed last night. And we don't have the inside mask mandate, until Saturday. And so you do have the liberty of when you go to eat and when you go to drink to remove your mask. But and I removed my mask last night in taking pictures and being in kind of open spaces. But, social distancing still works. And I don't care what the CDC says. I'm still wearing my mask in tight places. And yeah, Lisa, mess. I can't with her. But it was a good concert. Now, I went with Newt. Shout out to the brother that's finishing his education. He had class last night, so I didn't get there until after Jodeci. I missed Jodeci. But I got there for the DJ. The energy in the room was crazy. And I got to hear Charlie Wilson. Let me tell y'all something about Uncle Charlie with his knee replacement. That dude sings. He sings like he sings. And I mean, outstanding. I think he wrote Let's Chill, or he did it first, and he did his version of Let's Chill. He did oh God, what is the song? What is the slow song? I was singing it. It's on the video last night. Man, let me tell you, Charlie Wilson did it, and then he tried to take us to church. And so, full disclaimer, when I was recording Charlie Wilson and he had that white on, it was not my camera. Charlie Wilson came out in church sequins, all white, sequin suit. And that's why he was kind of shining brightly. And then he had a little bit of church. And it was cool, but it was kind of slow. Y'all know I'm old school, Pentecostal, apostolic, come from Baptist, but converted over in my teens. And their tempo was, I wanted a little bit faster, but it was a dope concert. Charlie Wilson was definitely good. Now, Boston's own homegrown New Edition. They did it. They still got the moves. They still got the swag. 5 out of 6 of the 6 of them do. I have to. And we know, let's just be real. We know this brother has been through a lot with losing his wife, his daughter. I saw some chatter on social media that it's alleged that he may possibly have a heart condition. And so while I'm jesting and joking and poking a little bit of fun at our boy humping around Bobby Brown, 5 out of 6 still got the moves. But Bobby, if there was 5 moves in one of their moves, Bobby was doing 2 out of 3. And then at one point he walked off the stage and I was like, now is this staged or, was he just tired? And so I forgot who made the point. I think it was Charlotte that said they have a catalog. And I'll be honest, when I went down, I told Newt, I'm like, I only remember about maybe 7 or 8 songs. And y'all got to remember, I was a church boy, so I went through that period of not listening to secular music, so I didn't know all the latest. Getting ready for the concert, I had "This Is the End," "Popcorn Love," "Candy Girl," "Cool It Now," "Mr. Telephone Man." What else? And then Belle Biv DeVoe. I was listening to Poison, and so they did a mixture. They did the New Edition stuff. They did the Bobby Brown stuff. They did Tenderoni. Poor Bobby, Jesus, poor Bobby. Bobby forgot the words to Tenderoni. And Belle Biv DeVoe did that. And let me tell you, Belle Biv DeVoe, as far as the energy, the three of them, when it comes to New Edition, they got the energy. Bobby does too. And Ralph has the voice. They saying "This Is the End." And I know that New Edition has been around for, I think it's 39 years. I'll tell you in a few minutes my first memory of New Edition. They did "This Is the End." And it was not in, I don't think it was in the same key. And it definitely was not in the same octave that Ralph sang it in when he was a teenager. So Thaddeus T. Uncle Miles. When I swear, ask Rachel, ask Liz. When I took the picture last night, I said, I got a comment earlier about being with light-skinned people all day. Thaddeus is messing with me because I had Makiba on, who is what the old folks call fair skin like me, and also Nadia. And then last night it was Liz, me, and Rachel. So Thaddeus, I ain't messing with you. But Ralph saying "This Is the End." And on the song, it's like, is this the end? Y'all know I don't sing no more. But last night it was, is this the end? No, it wasn't that low. But Ralph definitely still got pipes. Charlie, back to Charlie Wilson, he definitely got pipes. Belle Biv DeVoe. Ronnie has pipes too. Ricky, yeah, he got a little bit of pipes too. But the show was really good. The energy was good, had a good seat. And there was a lot of chatter on Facebook about Black culture in Boston. The New Edition is Boston's own. Charlie Wilson gave a lot of love to Boston. Now, does he do that in every city? Probably. But it was definitely a good concert and a great time. And Lisa, I got to be honest with you. I'm sitting up. I was on second level suites, and the thought the words crossed my mind. Super spreader. I was like, oh Jesus. And so we're just going to pray. We got the low rate in Boston, but there were people. There were buses there. There were party buses there. The let out. If you don't know what I mean by the let out, I'm props. I'm about to get to your comments in a minute. The let out was real. Saw a lot of people I haven't seen. Shout out to Zahira, Will Dickerson, who I think is on. Who else did I see? I mean, I knew that there were like at least 200 people in the room that I knew, but there were so many other people I didn't get to see them. But just by social media and pictures and posts and lives, to Charlotte's point about technology and live streaming. One, I'm glad that the artist didn't shut it down. There are people that can't afford. There are people that couldn't go, people that had to work. And for a lot of folks, last night was a Black joy mental health moment. For me, it took me back to let's go back. So my first memory of New Edition, some of y'all are not going to remember this. Where that parking lot is on, I believe it's Warren Street, across from where New Edition, where Nubia Notion used to be, there was a building that housed what was called Hamill Studios. Maurice Starr had went to Hamill Studios and had New Edition photographed. And so I'm walking down the street. Now, this is how Roxbury I am. Walk down Greenville Street, took a left on Dudley Street, walked past the Old Green Pharmacy on the corner. I don't think that's Ziegler. On the corner of Dudley, then right not too far from what's now Hibernian Hall, what used to be OIC. I'm going way back. And so take that left on Dudley Street, walk past the fire station, and walk past what used to be is now Peking House. It used to be, now let me go back. First National Bank used to be there. Then I think it was Shawmut Bank, and then they moved down and merged to Bank Boston. You take a right, and on that corner was the liquor store, I believe. And then you went down a couple more buildings and was the Hamill Studio, which is now a parking lot, or Nuestra Comunidad is there. I don't have the exact location. And so that was my first instance of hearing about New Edition. Remember hearing about, Little Chatter, talent shows. They would do the talent shows at Roscoe's. I'm going back down in that area. Listen, Boston used to have its own little black section with clubs. All right, let's go back. We had Roscoe's. We had not the Tea Stop. That was up in Mattapan. We had Roscoe's, Party Cafe, the Patio, Joe's Jaguar. Nubian Square used to have 4 different clubs. Just thinking about that. We need to get back to that. And so that was my first time hearing about New Edition. My uncle used to own a store. He's actually my cousin, but because he was older, Uncle Al, he owned a store on Warren Street across from, now I'm going back, across from Regent Street Temple Church of God in Christ, which wound up being the big hole next to the Boys and Girls Club for like decades. And now it's gentrified housing. Anyway, and so Ronnie used to come in the store like all the time. And like I would look and be like, yo, that's the dude from the group. That's the dude from the group. Even back then I was like, I wasn't trying to be too much of a fan. And so they stuck around in Boston for a while. They are definitely Boston born, Boston bred. They not still here till they dead. But it was definitely a great time of reminiscing, a great time of seeing some folks. And just, there were points in the concert that they stopped the music and the audience was singing. And when I tell you, it was just Black joy. It was joy period, because there were all type of the diversity, the appreciation for Black culture and Black music from other races and ethnicities was definitely in the room. It was just a dope time of Black joy, art, memories. A lot of folks, the young man that gave me a ride home, he was like, yo, I'm sorry. They're just people that I haven't seen in like 2 or 3 years because of COVID. And at the let out, now let's get back to the let out. The lights were down in the garden, so I couldn't see everybody's attire. But at the let out, 2 things. Got to see your attire. And some of that attire was interesting. What's the term? Scantily clad. Last night, in some cases, for some folks, was a little bit of a peep show. And then it was cold. And so I'm wondering, people were in shorts, skirts up to here, shirts down to here. It was interesting. I will just say that people express their fashion creativity in a lot of different ways last night. And I found myself at a couple of points, I was like, oh, you're staring, stop staring. Because I just looked and I'm like, oh, interesting. I see a comment here. You know what, Rachel? To that point, Keys, there was a couple of folks that had folks on each side of them walking them to the car. One woman, I couldn't tell whether she was drunk or she didn't know how to walk on heels. They had her up, and her upper body looked straight. She was flowing. But when I looked down, them poor legs was, it was, I think Stephanie said that some people forgot where they parked. Yeah, last night was dope. Last night was dope. Let's go catch up rather on the comments, get some music back here. Yes, I'm going way back. The Rose Club is in Mattapan. Props. I'm talking Nubian Square, Dudley, Roxbury. The Rose Club is in Mattapan. Heidi said the hi-hat. Where was the hi-hat? Where was that? Oh, come on, make me remember, because I remember her image. Jesus, the high. Rob, you know what? If we wasn't on Java with Jimmy now, I'd give you another finger. I'll just point to you right now. Laney is saying I meant Ricky Bell coming out of the projects. Listen, all of them. Wally's is in y'all going too far up. I'm talking, we had a concentration of clubs right there in Dudley. Joe's Jaguar, Roscoe's, the Patio, Party Cafe. Oh God, now y'all just made me think of Freddie Parker's. That's how old I am. I know I don't look it, but that's how old I am. Lord Jesus, y'all taking me back. All right, let's go back and check in on some of these comments. Say good morning to folks that I didn't say good morning to as of yet. I see my sister, my baby sister popped in the room. Misha, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Kenya, you weren't there? I just knew you would be there. Stephanie, Uncle Charlie, listen. You know that you are a good artist and entertainer when you got decades in. You can still dance. He admitted he got a knee replacement. He changed his clothes about 5 times. He danced, and Charlie sings. I mean, yo, he sang Let's Chill. Yeah. Brought back a few memories, Jesus. He was good. He is truly an entertainer. I see Sharon Cornelius. Were you in the room? And let me say this. For those of you that have midweek service on Wednesday, I hope y'all sent y'all offering, because the saints was in the room. Bishops, self-proclaimed apostle. I didn't say that. Bishops, apostles, deacons, missionaries, pastors. Like, yo, there was church up in there last night. And then Charlie tried to have church. He broke out into a praise break, as I said earlier, but it was it was just dope seeing so many people. Will Dickinson, you're right. Great night for the city and Black culture. So props. Yes. At one point, I turned around and looked at Newt, and I said, because he looked at me, he said, "You smoking?" I was like, "No." And props. Not one time, like, and it was funny because when New Edition came out, yo, the fumes were crazy. Yeah, they were smoking in the garden. I mean, straight fire, skunk, whatever you want to call it. So there was fumes definitely in the garden. Ma, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Mama Java, please. I'm so glad you and Props, y'all are here together, and say good morning. Props, if you're not in here, she's like, where's Props? Yes, Daddy says comment about us light-skinned folks. More Black and brown people are not vax versus are. Yeah, yeah. I thought about it last night, and Lisa, I can't believe you wrote that. I got home testing kits for everybody. That's not funny. That's really not funny. Yo, if it isn't Loves, Man the Moves, I put on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere that Newt, I never seen Newt dance like that. Newt was doing all the choreography and all that other stuff. Like, yo, he was getting it in. It was good for me to see him have a good time like that. That brother is working, trying to get that degree from Morehouse and working that wonderful job and working on some wonderful things that we'll share with you later. Props, whose auntie was doing too much? I really didn't see. I will just say this. The spirit of hookup was alive and well at the let out. You literally like saw both male and female. Like I was standing off to the side. The guy that was bringing me home, he was talking to folks. And even though we were outside, like the congregating was real. So I went over to the corner by myself. And so I'm just observing. I'm a people watcher. And it wasn't even flirting. Like this one young lady, she literally, like the dude walked past, she like flipped her hair, she looking him up and down, doing all of that. He looking back at her. They went off talking, and they walked away together. Somebody put up a post like, now listen, this is March 1st of 2020. I need somebody to monitor the birth rate in Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan, South End, and Boston, period. I need people to watch the birth rate 9 months from now, because there was some baby making that went on last night. From Let's Chill to Charlie. What was Charlie Wilson's song? I Want to Be Your Man, and I Want to Be Your Man. There was another one that was like a hit, and I tell you, I didn't sing to the top of my lungs, but I remembered it went way, way back. All right, I am. No, I did not hitchhike. There were too many people. Will would have brought me home. Newt was packed. Wait a minute. Paul McCaffrey is in the room. Paul, a couple of months ago, I talked about you, and I need to reach out to you. And I know we just started following each other on Twitter. But Paul, right here in this space that you're in now, we came up with a wonderful idea where we need to get Black and brown folks out to do yoga, like a mass yoga event. And with you overseeing permitting for the city of Boston, I need to reach out to you, sir, because we really need a permit in order to have this early morning yoga session. So Paul, for one, longtime coworker, good to see you in the room, still holding it down at Parks and Recs for the city of Boston. But it's so awesome that you were in the room. One of our sponsors who has committed $1,000 is in the room as well. Yo, do y'all see this? Paul said, let's do. Somebody tag Yoga Mike and let him know we just got to work out the date. Yo, we got to go do the paperwork. Now, I love Paul, but he's by the book. Yo, Paul, man, you just made my heart feel good, bro. So we are going to have the yoga event. Yes, props. We are now, Paul, we want to go to White Stadium. We want to fit. This is this young man. I'll reach out to you, sir. But Paul, yo, it's good to see you in the room. And yes, Thaddeus, that was the song. But Paul, it's good to see you in the room. Where did his comment go? Somebody please tag Yoga Mike. Thaddeus, do you see that Paul is in the room? Basically, permitting said, not permitting, Parks and Rec said, let's do it. So we're going to have our early, morning. Yo, Paul, I appreciate you, man. It is mad, just dope that you're in the room this morning. Thankful Thursday, Paul. I'm thankful for you this morning. Somebody please type Yoga Mike in the comments and get him in the room so he can see that we're going to have the big yoga event at White Stadium, and Props is going to be the DJ. I don't know how much music we're going to. Props, Mike is going to need classical spa type music. I don't know if he's going to need DJ. Yo, we just put the White Stadium mass yoga event. We have Thaddeus did 1,000. I did 250, $10 each. Is that 125? We have 125 people, scholarship slots for people to come and do yoga early in the morning at White Stadium. And we're going to do that either the Saturday, Paul, hopefully the Saturday before Juneteenth or the Saturday after. And so anyway, I'm in business now and y'all still talking about the concert. But Paul, I appreciate you being in the room. Somebody please tag Mike. Vanessa is saying, good morning to you, niece. I had the opportunity of being interviewed by her on Sunday evening. Please go and check that out. Good morning, Uncle Jimmy. Miss you already. We need to do another live. Not baby. Oh, sorry, Vanessa. All right, I'm going to get ready. So to Thaddeus's point, Outstanding was one of the songs, but it was it was one of his other slow songs. It wasn't Outstanding. I don't remember what it was, but he did do You Drop. No, did he do You Drop the Bomb on Me? I don't remember. But all right, folks, I'm going to get ready to wrap up. It's 9:30, and I got back now. Let me tell y'all, I got back-to-backs today, and there's going to be a lot of Java consumed sitting up here on these Zooms and meetings and whatnot. But Lisa, what are you talking about? You are. I am what? What am I, Lisa? Tell me, wife, what am I? Y'all catch me up because I'm missing something. know some years ago, Boston was known for baked beans, the Tea Party, and racism. But come on. Shoot, all this black joy and black excellence. Ayanna Presley coming up out of here. Kim Janey. Wow. Oh, you are. Hold on. Lisa, thank you. You are. I don't know it by the name. Shoot. Hold on. I don't think this is it, wife. No, Lisa, this was your. Lisa, this must have been. Who was you thinking about, wife? This wasn't the song, sweetheart. I want to know who took you home last night. I mean, dropped you off. All right, I'm getting off of here before I get. Wait, y'all. Lisa said this was our wedding song. All right, Props is taking me to business before I go. We will have some. So, all right, let me jump to a little bit of business. 3 weeks from today is the anniversary. We're definitely going to do something online on the 24th. I'm kind of fighting with, and Lisa's comment didn't help. I'm fighting with either doing something on Thursday night, a celebration like a party. I already talked to Darren, or Ophelia is on the website. Good to see you over on the website, Ophelia, commenting and whatnot. Good to see you in the room over there. I got two screens up here watching the website and the comments here. We're definitely going to do a virtual event on the 24th. I just don't know what I'm going to do or if I'm going to do an in-person event that evening or the Saturday, go back to the underground, because we are getting ready to get, my mother said I'm frozen. Or is that your computer? Am I frozen, guys? Or is that Ma? But we're going to do something that weekend. And another thing is I did it last year. This is why I don't mess with the comments, because some of y'all can see it, but I see it here. So Ma, just make sure your internet's good, because everybody else says that I'm good. But Lisa and Kenya, hold on. I'm thinking about doing something. Definitely, I don't know about Slades. Did y'all know Slades made World Star? There was a incident down there and somebody was fighting and stuff all up in Slades. Anyway, Rob, you go to get in trouble. I am going to do an in-person event. Rob balked that up the other day. I just don't know where. And then Lisa said no Slades. Let me behave. All right, I'm getting off of here. So, to Danny's point about the mugs, we will. Hopefully, we can get mugs for sale in 3 weeks. When you do bulk, sometimes it takes longer. They need to be customized. We are definitely getting red mugs at the live event, or we may do it. I got to figure it out. We are going to have the David Hart Humanitarian Award. We're going to have the Christina Uber Clark Community Service Award. And we are going to have an Educational Advocacy Award. I just need to talk to the widow of the man that I want to name that award after, to ensure that she's okay with us naming the award after him. I mentioned to Lasagna, I got to check in with her. I need to reach out to Katrina's daughter, because the first year for the awards, I'm going to make the selection. And then just check in with the family and tell them why and make sure they're okay with it. And so that's more things are coming out about the 24th. I have a meeting with my content co-assistant producer, Keys, Rachel. We're going to talk later on today. And Mets. First of all, we had the first mug was red, the one that was on Bonfire. And the red mugs are going to be kind of, for now, special. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Y'all, Pastor Marion, Jesus, Lord, Pastor Marion, I think it's been a year for yours. All right, let me get off of here because I'm getting ready to get in trouble. And Lisa and Kenya, I'll let y'all know. I wish I had my own. And I'm y'all pray for me because I am. I'm when I stopped working in nonprofit, I gave up the idea of ever having a space, a physical space. And that bug is hitting me again. Hi, Queen Kathy. Good to see you in the room. Good to see you in the room. Props. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But eventually, Java with Jimmy is going to have like a studio activity space soon. I don't know when, but soon. So we can just come together at will when we want to. I love supporting the underground and Black-owned businesses, but I think I really want a Java Cafe, a real one. And so we'll talk more about that later. But we are going to do some wonderful things for the anniversary. We do have new merch coming. So, all right. So a lot of folks, some charter members are in the room this morning. Hey, Shekinah. Good to see you in the room. Good to see you in the room. New founding. Lisa, don't start. Don't start. Because Lisa talks to God. And Ma and them are, yo, the mother's board, except Auntie Java. Yo, like y'all really be going in. Pastor Mary, Ma and Sharon. Lord Jesus. All right. So if we do it, y'all know, and if you've been to the couple of in-person events, Mama Java and Sharon sit off in the corner. So we're going to always make sure that the mother's board have their own section. I'm getting off of here, y'all. I'm getting off of here. Get ready to go so I can get in these meetings. And hopefully and Lisa is going to Africa. Lisa, what we're going to do one day, before you go to Africa, I am going to have you on and we're going to put up your Cash App and we're going to raise some money to get Lisa to Ethiopia. iBlossom has started a pen pal program with young women from America and Ethiopia. And so they're going over there with support from the Iota Chi Dre, assistance from the Omega Psi Phi, Omega, the Omegas, the Qs. They're working with her to get this program started. So Lisa, we'll work on that. So to Props' point, and I'm going to go to the website and do this right now. Actually, I can't because it's going to bring up my end of the website. There are hoodies available. There are candles that are still available. All the mugs are gone. Shout out to Miss Teresa. We sold out of the mugs, but we do still have red and black hoodies available. There are limited sizes. You can go to javawithjimmy.com, navigate to the shop page and purchase your hoodie and purchase your candle. There are a couple of hiccups I got to fix with Rachel and Lasagna. Tay, we wanted to make sure yours was good. Rachel and Lasagna, staff, charter members, so I could be a little flexible with them. But we still have hoodies and we still have candles available. And somewhere around the 1st of April, we're going to drop 2 new T-shirts commemorating some things that are coming up. And so, and that's from the premise of supporting Black-owned businesses and not letting Walmart, I almost said Ann and Hope, Jesus, Walmart, Marshalls, Amazon, get a capitalize upon things like Juneteenth and Black Pride and stuff like that. And so support Black-owned businesses. Props, we want to be as sharp as you, draped in all red, looking like Santa Claus, Jesus. I'm getting off of here. Y'all are carrying up. Jay need a JJ cap. I'm not selling the Java with Jimmy. If y'all want to buy Java with Jimmy hats, they're $65. There's the cost to make, well, flat rate with just purchasing the hat, getting it done. 29. It's about $45. And so if we wind up All right, since we went back with New Edition last night and I brought up Ann and Hope, y'all really going back. Charlotte said Ann and Hope, Zares, Bradley's. Oh my, Zares. Oh my God. Y'all are going back. Shout out to the niece. You see that, Props? You see what your design did? She said it looks like Nike. So, Keys, in the church world, when you say beanie, I'm thinking about the Zacchetto that the bishops wear. I'm getting off of here, y'all. Before I get in trouble, Ma, you see what your son said? Hats are not available. I mean, hats would be available, but Lisa, are you going to jump in on this? Favor? Jesus. All right. So since we're going to say favor, Stride Right? Y'all remember Stride Right? All right. Y'all are going back. No, Lisa, there's no need to shout out the ride because there was nothing there with the ride. The ride is happily married. And actually we made a dope like working connection. Come to find out, one of my somebody I referred and got connected to be a corrections officer is they're going to look out for them. So no, Lisa, we're not going to talk about the ride. There's nothing to talk about from the ride. Brother and sister shop. Now, where was that? Charlotte, you might, I think I'm a little bit older than you, but you might be going a little farther back. Oh my God, Dutton's. Is that downtown? Y'all are going way, way back. Y'all get Thaddeus. Y'all get Thaddeus. No, I just like being free with y'all. These, having the guests and sharing the information is definitely, oh God, y'all are going, Harry the Greeks, Alpha Omega. So first of all, yes, there was a fleet of limos. People took a limo to the concert. People had limos and party bus limos down coming out. Okay, we're going back to Pastor Marion said that Dotton's was on Dudley. I remember that for some reason. Now y'all leave it to Sharon to go all the way back to Robel's. Don't sleep, because some folks got their furniture from Robel's. Teresa, I only do $59.50. Those are the only hats I do. 59. Oh, wrong side. $59.50. But I got to do better. 42nd. Jesus, y'all are going back. 42nd Street. Wow. And there's Props. Yeah, 59.50s. That's the only ones we do. So what I would do is, as I think someone mentioned the other day, do pre-orders for the journal. And I can do pre-orders for the hats, but they're like $50. And I'm not quote unquote making any money off of them. They'll be just $50 to get them done. So we'll Props, we got some stuff to do. Props has a task list for me that I need to get done. Why? What, Uncle Thaddeus, tell me what you mean by that. Oh God, Caldors? Jesus, y'all are going back. Wild. Wait a minute, not Wild Pear. You talk about WILD? All right, I'm getting off of here. Because we are reminiscing from the concert. I just want to know what Thaddeus meant about you're going to have a lot of I don't know who he is in a few months. They better not. They better remember Little Jimmy from Roxbury, Dorchester, and Mattapan. All right. Tellos. First of all, y'all remember Corner Mall, right up the escalator. Tellos was on the left. Then they expanded and they had immense. Y'all remember? Jesus, Lord. Oh, God, y'all going back. Not old enough to go, but my parents always talked about Ferd. That's now the Bolden building. Oh, Jesus, y'all are. Does anyone remember when there was a Dairy Queen on Washington Street? No. I remember for dag crystals. Okay. I'm getting off of here. Y'all done been all type of nostalgic and everything today. They had Atellos and Randolph for a hot second. All right, Uncle, I'm gonna have to oh. I'm getting off of here because Thaddeus is starting some trouble. All right. Kenya, your first leather. Okay. I'm going. Brigham's ice. Okay. Jesus. All right. I'm getting off of here, y'all. Y'all are bringing back all type of memories. We'll share more about that. I'll end with this. I have a gaming system that was made available to me by a good friend and brother. And I have the original Pac-Man. I have the original Asteroids. I have about 14,000 games. Now, do I play all of those? No. Am I on the Atari 2600, Coleco, Vision, Atari 5200 type games? Mm-hmm. But if you were into gaming and want a wide variety, hit a brother up, info@javawithjimmy.com. Oh, and let me say this just in general, and I promise after this, I'm done. Appointments, appearances, whatever. Please email info@javawithjimmy. Don't text, don't inbox, don't DM. Anything that has to do with advertising, booking, community information sharing, trying to centralize it all in one place in email. So that way I bring it all up right here and it's all set. Not trying to be wonderful, trying to be better and more organized. And so please, I was messing with, props, get your uncle. Yeah, we'll just end there. That is, there are times that I just don't know what's going to come out or what's going to be typed. Lord Jesus, Daddy said there was a lot of game systems. Leave it up to the bishop. Not wonderful, but operating with excellence. Now, all right, I'm getting off of here. Charlotte, listen, I'm gonna play some New Edition later, but I got to do a playlist because I got to do stuff I know. Some of that stuff. Thaddeus, did you see what you? Props, where did you go? Do you see what they're up here talking about? They done turn gaming systems into Qbert. Something hopping. You know what? I'm getting off of here before another comment or something comes up and y'all have me as red as this wonderful Java with Jimmy hoodie. Miss Teresa. Props, they done left the gaming thing. They I'm getting off of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. As far as the appearance with Sheriff Tompkins, I don't have a flyer. I don't know if it's being recorded and he's going to cast it later. So if I get the information, if it's going to be live today at 12, I will let you guys know. Today is Thursday, so I get a break and I will not see you until Monday morning at 9 a.m. back with Dr. Brandy. Nothing going on this weekend. Yeah, that's it. I'm just done. Teresa, Miss T. With that being said, y'all have a wonderful Thursday. Remember to stay thankful. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And yeah, that's it for me today. Y'all were in rare form today. I enjoyed every minute of it though. Thank you all for tuning in this morning, and we'll see you on Monday at 9 a.m. Peace.